you to know that I'm
I'm happy for you.
I wish nothing but the best for you both. Is it perfect in me? Okay, I don't know the words. Well, welcome to Girl and the Gay. I'm Miles.
I'm Taylor.
And we're back, baby. We're talking about wild orgasms and horny hornets. Fuck murder hornets. There's some horny hornets out there on my deck.
We're in a weird mood today.
I was naked on my deck last night listening to Midnight Sky by Miley Cyrus, smoking cigarettes.
Were you really?
Swear to God, it was like 2 a.m.
You were naked?
Yeah, no one can see you back there. So, anyways, let's get into it. Everything on the table. This is Girl and the Gay. Let's get weird. Okay, Taylor, so we have a special podcast today, and what are we talking about?
Your crazy stories. You
Not
have a lot of
mine.
them. I don't have any.
I have some written down. We're going to talk about that time you were at LA Fitness and you had a lesbian encounter with the wait staff there.
He's a liar.
That was doing towels, and you thought it was a guy in there, and then she bent you over and she showed you her
You're so
doll.
annoying.
You're so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna dive right into it because you're ignoring me. She's been drinking ginger beer like the last 2 episodes we just recorded and keeps burping and farting, so it's a little bit of an uncomfortable work environment for me. So yeah, pray for me. Pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death, amen. So basically, I want to tell you guys about the time that I hooked up with my Uber driver, and this is Bible, serious, swear to God, swear on everything. So
Yeah, let's hear it.
do you remember when I lived in Vernon?
Yeah.
I just started working at the salon towards the end of my Vernon journeys, but you could definitely say I was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like, what was your impression
no,
of me?
I don't think you're different.
What were your impressions?
I think I liked you more then. Just
Really?
kidding. No. You didn't, because you were like, you weren't you. Yeah. I like you now. But like you were in your shell still because you were nervous.
So you rather have me in a shell and not be
No,
my
I said I
authentic
like
self.
you
So you're
better
basically
now.
saying that you don't want me to be me.
I don't remember.
I remember.
Okay, so how were you then?
Well, I was shitting my pants the first time I met you because we got yelled at by our boss.
Oh yeah.
She's like, Taylor, do you see that pen over there?
You're
Yeah,
not looking at
You have
it.
to stand up and like look around the desk. I should have ran then, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was just different. Like, I would sleep all day. I'd wake up. I'd probably smoke my brains out, lay in bed and be very, very depressed over a boy. And then I would get myself out of bed, smoke some more, go through the drive-thru at McDonald's around midnight, call some friends over, grab an Adderall, and I was alien hunting till 6 in the morning. Just to give you a rough idea what I was
Really?
doing. I swear to God.
Oh,
I
gosh.
swear to God. That was my routine for like 2 weeks at least. And yeah, I remember I was so depressed. But anyways, so just so you know, like, I don't do this shit anymore, obviously, but like, yeah. So can you talk to me like and look me in the eye when I'm trying to tell you how I fucked my Uber? Like, she's literally sexting her girlfriend right now, and it's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but she just came out, so it's like very awkward.
See, like,
She's
this
looking
is
at me.
where,
She's like,
you just
we have to record this.
yeah.
We have to have it.
Sometimes I just don't got him. I'm looking at you now, so tell me.
Okay, his cock was huge. No, I'm kidding. He was actually Indian, and it was average.
He was Indian?
Yeah.
Young Indian or old?
No, he was like, maybe I was 19, so he was probably, I was 20 maybe. He was probably, no, I was 19. Because I worked at that salon for 2 years. So maybe, how old am I? 24? So it's probably 19. Is that when you first met me? Maybe I just
No,
turned.
you were older than that. Because I was 21. I was probably older than 21.
Yeah, but I wasn't 21 yet when I worked
No, I know,
there.
but we're not the same age.
I know.
You were 20.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Because you
No.
went to school when you were 18, right?
I just turned 19,
Exactly.
and I worked at that salon a month before I turned 20.
Okay.
So I was a fresh 20-year-old.
was-
Anyways, he was probably like 28.
Okay.
He wasn't old.
That took a long time to get to that answer.
Sorry, because I just want to like set the scene. So basically, it was one of the nights that I had gone out to like West Hartford or Hartford with like my crew at the time.
Crew.
My crew. My fucking Adderall crew. And put your phone down, Taylor. It's rude at this point.
I'm taking a picture of you.
Ugh, I look like a fucking goat. I look like a goat. I'm trying to tell people how I fucked my Uber and you're distracting me because I have ADD.
You're getting distracted because you have ADD. You should have took your Adderall.
So basically, anyway, so I got picked up from this guy. I didn't expect anything of it, and he kept like asking me questions like, "Oh, like, did you go out with your girlfriend tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah," and you could tell it was fucking good. Yeah, it was fucking, you know. So I was like, "Yeah, no, like I went out with my girlfriends, whatever, yada yada yada." And then somehow I got brought up that the elephant in the room was, well, I'm gay, and then somehow
you said he's gay.
Yeah, I don't really remember. No, I said I was gay. I don't exactly remember the verbatim conversation, obviously. It was a drunken night, but I do remember the action, so I'm kind of filling in the blanks. I know that we were talking about girls, somehow we started talking about guys, and then we started talking about penises. And somehow my pants came off while he was driving me. And I was sexy, I swear to God. I literally kill me now, like kill my mother, kill my dad. He was my Uber driver. So I took off pants and I think I like showed him my dick or something. I don't know.
Were you drunk?
Yeah. No, I was sober. It was 12 o'clock. I'm coming home from the grocery store.
I don't know.
I should probably do that too then. And I like showed him and then he touched my penis and I was
from
like,
the front seat, reach back.
Yeah. And then we got into the parking lot and I remember I was like, are you gonna come upstairs? Like, do you want to come upstairs? And I don't know if Bryn was living with me then, but I didn't. No one was home that night, but he didn't want to come up, and then like I was kind of like, "Are you sure you don't want to come up?" Because like I give amazing head, and then I think that persuaded him. I don't know what I said.
Was he gay?
I don't know.
Was he uncut?
No, his penis was very normal.
Oh,
very tan with a pink tip. No weird shape. It was like actually a really nice penis, from what I can remember.
Weird me out.
So I sucked his dick and I thought I was going to get more, but he came in like 3 seconds and I'm literally like in my living room or maybe it was in my bedroom. I was on my knees, sucked him off, and then he just left. Didn't even say bye. And I kind of was just like, okay.
Wiping his face.
Thank you for the appetizer. But yeah, that was like
that
wild.
It was like a frat house.
Dude.
I was only in it one time when I forgot the work key.
No, that was a wild one. I used to have like a bucket and we made a grav bong with like an old Sprite bottle, and like me and my friend Sarah used to just get ripped.
Yeah.
It's actually when I think about it, I get grossed out, and I was actually telling my dad about that apartment and not what I did there. I wasn't telling him I was sucking off Ubers, but I was like, you should have made me like live at home when I first came home from New York, because I was so depressed. I got out of New York City. I still had like 4 months left of that apartment. If I was in a right state of mind, I would have stayed there. You know what I mean? I could have gotten like a bartending job or like a waiter job or just fucking chilled.
You lived in Soho.
I lived right on King Street. It was amazing. But I was like, you should have had me move home with you, because
you had a lot of freedom.
I didn't have a job. I had like a weekly allowance from my dad, which most people, it was like $200 a week, which is still good.
Yeah.
But like I got my groceries with that. It was my gas money. It was everything. You can't really live on $200 a week. So I'd sell Adderall.
I'm sure you got a few extra bucks out of him.
Maybe 20. No, really, he was like, you need a job. It wasn't like, oh my, let's just chill for a couple months.
And you did get a job.
Because I was in a lull. It was like February. I took my test in like May, and then I didn't get my license till August.
You had a $200 allowance in school in New York City?
No, I had a $300 American Express credit card.
A $300?
That was that, and then I think I maybe got like $200 a week. Catch up there was fucking $10. Okay,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, drop him in Soho, and he'll fucking get lunch, dinner, groceries. If I needed to get a taxi, supplies for school, because like there were projects and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Shampoo or
anything,
products like go to CVS and get drugstore books. Yeah,
I was fucked a lot of the time.
He lived with the rats.
So. It was a really nice apartment, though.
Was it? I want to see pictures of it.
I have pictures of it.
Oh, you do? I've never seen it. It's New York's a shithole right now.
I know. I feel really bad.
I know. It's such a cool city.
It really is. It honestly though, like it's really it's depressing. It's
Right
so
now?
lonely. No,
Oh,
when you live there.
I know. Oh my god, I can't fucking talk. Like, did you just hear me?
No, because I'm looking for pictures. But basically, I also wanted to tell you guys a little story about when I got chased in Florida. I think I told you this one.
I don't think so.
I did. I know I did.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost at the picture. 24 King Street. That's my apartment number. Well, not my apartment number, my building number. Let's see here. I went to Jingle Ball and I met Jonathan Cabela. What's his name? Cabela?
I don't know.
The Kim Kardashian's friend, Jonathan.
Shaban.
And he was
Food
walking
guy?
up. Yes, he was walking up, and I was on like risers, like 8 rows from the stage. Listen, how
famous people,
So
like
many.
weirdly, like weird famous people.
I was walking through Soho, and Michael Myers literally walked by me. Mike Myers, not the Halloween guy, the guy that plays Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Like literally just walked
Well,
by. I was like, wait,
my,
what?
stepmom went to hair school in New York City too, and she used to see a lot of famous, but just walking their kids.
Oh
to
my
school.
god, I'm so happy that I scrolled back because I have a wild story
Okay, can I see the pictures of your
with
apartment,
fucking her.
Chris? Oh yeah.
Dude, you guys. I met fucking Victoria Justice at 3 a.m.
Where
at a
is
pizza
she
shop.
from?
Victorious.
I've never watched. I was not a.
Here's the Kardashians. This is Kourtney and Kim.
That's so cool.
Here's my apartment. This was the view outside of my bedroom window. That's literally the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Wild, right?
So you're Midtown ish?
No, I was in Soho.
Oh,
There was not one
know.
tall building from me to the Empire State Building. It was wild.
that's cool.
It was fucking crazy. Here's like, you have to like zoom in like a little bit. It's like, this is like a panoramic shot, but basically that was my living room and that door goes to my
I
bedroom.
need to see it up close.
But yeah, so I should just talk, this should just be a fucking New York City fucking wild adventure because a lot of things happened to me there.
Was it a studio? Or your own bedroom?
No, it was a 1-bedroom. I looked at a lot of studios.
How much did it cost?
It was-
what's those? What do those go for?
Like $27.50 a month.
Crazy.
I think it was $27.50 a month. It was wild. It added up to a whole year if I went to UConn out of state tuition. For me to like live there, allowance, schooling, the whole 9 years. School was like $18,000 in Connecticut. It's like 22, 24.
Yeah.
But basically one night, I like think I'm psychic. I actually kind of know I'm psychic because like
Yep.
shit's happened to me. I don't know. I just this is like a story, like Jackie should be here right now. Like I wish we could phone her in. But basically, so me and her have this inside joke we always have about Victoria Justice. Don't ask me why. She has a song called My Best Friend's Brother. My best friend's brother is the one for me. BFB.
I've
BFB.
never
My
heard
best
it.
friend's brother. Okay. It's really good.
Okay.
And so
He's gonna listen to it later.
around that time when I lived in New York City, and Jackie went to a school on Staten Island, so we would
she
like
did?
for a year. And so we would talk and hang out all the time, and we were with her cousin Lauren, who's also my best friend, who went to the same school as her. This Joe Pizza in New York is like famous. It's like so good. Joe's Pizza.
He doesn't even know it.
It's Joe or Joe's Pizza. It's really famous. Kim loves it. Kim Kardashian, whatever. So it's 3 a.m. We just got back from Thunder Jackson's, which was this weird time
is
warp.
it?
Thunder Jackson's. It's a bar on Bleecker Street in Soho. It's not called that anymore. It's like, I think it's called like Bleecker Street Cafe or something bullshit like that. But it was Thunder Jackson's, and we'll talk about that right next because it's really fun. So we're wasted. It's 3 a.m. There's a homeless woman doing some kind of performance. Working for some pizza at 3 a.m. And we're talking to her. We're hyping her up. I don't know. And we're like talking about Victoria Justice, right? And all of a sudden, actually, I think I just was singing the song. I don't know. All of a sudden, a fucking black car rolls up and you can't see shit in it. You cannot, there's not a window down. It's blacked out. You can't see anything. I go, that's Victoria Justice. And like Jackie was pissing her pants laughing because it's just like random and funny. Victoria Justice walks out of the fucking car. And Lauren and Jackie looked at me. Like everyone was like scared. And was like, wait. Because I'm not even kidding you. We weren't even near the car. Like we were like 40 feet from the car. You just see a random Escalade pull up. And like when you see it in New York City, you're like, oh, who is it? Who is it? You know what I mean? Victoria Justice. I have a picture. It's on my Instagram. We'll post it. But wild. And she went in. We took a picture with her. She went in there. Lauren dropped her pizza in front. Like it was a wild thing. But Thunder Jackson's was his bar, and Jackie actually, we were talking to this guy. He was like a Jewish finance guy. He was not cute, and like he wouldn't leave me and Jackie alone. Especially Jackie. He had a thing for Jackie. So he was like, "Can I have your number?" And I was like, "Sure." Do you remember the story, Dakota? So he was like, she was like, "Sure," and she gave him my number. So we fucked with him, and we were texting him one day and like saying that I was like pooping and farting, and he was like, "Ew, you're really gross." And I was like, "I'm sorry." Yeah, I was like, "Sorry." Like, be my friend. And he was like, "Okay, I forgive you." And then I was like, I farted in my cubicle. The whole office smells now. And he was just like so weird. But I sent a picture of him maybe like 2 years ago. I sent a picture of Lauren, my friend, to him because I have him on my phone as Eric. It's like Eek or something. I'll show you. And he goes, "Are you a tranny?"
Wait, can you text him now?
Yeah. He was like, "Are you a tranny?" And after I sent the picture of Lauren, and we thought it was the funniest thing because he was like into I don't know. Eek. Oh, look at.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
917. Hi, Eric. Should we FaceTime him?
No.
He might have blocked my number. Or maybe I blocked his. Who knows? We'll see if he texts back.
That was so funny.
Yeah, New York was wild. And actually, there was one night where I think that like I was taken advantage of. So I was like kind of seeing this guy. Mm-hmm. You actually want to see him?
Sure.
Oh, I don't know what his Instagram is. I don't know what his Instagram is. Every time I don't know what it is. I swear to God. But we all went out to a Mexican restaurant. Remember I told you there in our last episode there was that one time where I was kind of like felt like I wanted it to stop.
What?
Like we were talking about sex and I was like there was this one time where I wanted it to stop, but like it was already happening and like I didn't really know what to do. So it was that night. We went to a Mexican restaurant and like we had sangria and it was me, my friend Gigi, this girl Chelsea, I think her name was, and this guy I was talking to. I think his name was Andrew.
Name people.
Yeah, whatever. He's lost in the sea. But we went to this. We were fucked up. Like one of the probably only times ever being drunk where I didn't know how I got home or like what happened that night. But I do remember like coming in and out of like sex with him. It just, I don't know. So I think about conscious? It. Not like he did that to me, but like I remember that night was so weird and waking up, and I think that was like one of the last times I ever hung out with him. It was weird. It was weird. I wasn't like, who knows though? I could have been like, oh yeah, let's have sex. Like I'm belligerent, but like I just remember being like not wanting to do it when I was flashing in and out of it. It was the only time that's ever happened. Yeah, ever. Have you ever been that drunk before?
I mean, I've been like not in a sexual experience, no.
But just in general, like probably. Where, like I think I've maybe blacked out like twice. That's why I don't believe people when they're like, oh my God, I don't remember what happened last night.
I've never blacked out, or I can't remember a single thing. From
it's a lie.
Because like, I mean, you're an alcoholic.
No, I'm telling you right now, not even alcoholics do that. The blackout was created by frat guys.
We know a couple, and people really do black out.
I don't think so.
I know they do.
Well, I don't think so.
I'm saying that they fucking do.
And I'm saying that they don't? They say it as an excuse. You don't black out every time you drink.
Not every time you drink, but I'm saying.
Well, one of the people I think you're talking about says she does it.
It's not a girl.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely does. So he's like, okay, Mimi.
Mimi?
I said, okay, maybe.
Maybe.
I
don't think he blacks out either. Look at that bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine.
Look at that fucking bottle of wine with the child on it. Look. With the blue top. With the blue cap right here. It's the yellow wine.
Oh, I didn't know.
She's in the pool. Allegedly. She's in the pedophile pool, allegedly.
Okay, but wait. No, one thing we didn't touch on. I made Josh go get a birthday card. This has nothing to do with you in New York City. This is another episode that we're talking about. He went to go get a birthday card for me to bring to my brother's birthday. And it was a pizza kids pizza card, and Josh has no clue because he doesn't listen to this shit. I tried explaining it to him, and he just doesn't really.
He doesn't want to wake up yet.
No. It's literally a huge slice of pizza with a little kitten, and then the whole inside is pepperonis everywhere.
Boy, love her.
It was weird. I'm like, Josh.
You guys have to tune into this episode if we air it because we're very scared. We have to literally... That's actually one we should both listen to before we even send it to Jared.
I know. He's probably like, I'm done with these fucking weirdos. But back to what you were saying because you were talking about kids. You were talking about blacking out.
Yeah,
blacked out. No, I've never blacked out, but I have got, like, I think it was maybe New Year's this past year. Like, I got wicked fucked up. Haley was making espresso martinis.
Espresso. It's not espresso. I used to always say espresso. Now someone correct me. I give a fuck.
She was putting them in, like, solo cups, so, like, it was filled to the brim. And I got so drunk. So bad.
I want you to talk about that time you were at CVS and you almost got sex trafficked.
Okay, so I didn't look cute. I just got my hair dyed dark brown, so I had dark brown hair. I had no makeup on. It just wasn't.
So you're wondering why he chose you, kind of thing?
Yeah, like he wasn't. Oh,
okay. I didn't know why you were trying to tell people.
Yeah, because like it wasn't like he was trying to hit on me.
So you looked like Shrek
with brown hair, yeah, and I was white instead of green. So I'm in. He was a African American, and he was like light skinned, and I'm in the aisle, and like we made eye contact, and like I didn't want him to think I was staring at him, so I like smiled because like I'm awkward, and then I pretended to look at something in the aisle that I wasn't getting. Just it was like an awkward like we looked at each other, and I smiled, and then whatever. Okay, so I go pay, and he has his backpack on, and he just walks out like straight and has this weird smirk on his face, and he didn't buy anything, so I'm like, what are you doing? So he just walks out and has that weird look on his face, and then I go to my car, and when I was walking to my car, he's beeping. He's in a red Honda, and he's beeping, and I just don't pay attention to it, so I just get in my car, and he pulls behind my car so I can't back out of the parking space. Like, he's blocking me in.
Was this right in front of the store, or was this like, okay, wow.
Right in front of the store. So I'm like, I'm not getting out of my car, rolling down my window, or asking him to fucking move. So I just stay there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then, it was literally like 2 minutes. And then someone came behind him and like beeped at him because he's just fucking sitting in the middle of the parking lot. And then he pulls to the side, like where you're about to go to the light to turn on to the Silas Dean Wethersfield, and like stays there for 5 minutes, like waiting for me to pull out. And I just stay in the spot because I'm like, I'm not leaving the store. Like, there's a million people walking in and out, like I'm just staying in the parking spot. And then he finally like left and like looped around and went into the Marshalls. It was just a weird thing. So it was a total of 10 minutes, and like, you're not trying to get someone's attention for 10 minutes. Think like asking for their number or some shit. Like, you're not doing that. No. You give up.
You move on.
Like,
or just go up to the fucking window.
It was the blocking of the car for me. That's illegal.
It was the waiting on the corner for you, man.
Oh my god, it was so fucking. And I called Wethersfield Police because I'm like, just because like if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
If something happens to you, say something. And they're like, okay. I was like, she was like so uninterested, and I'm like, and this is why people fucking go missing every day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
people don't investigate everything.
That was creepy.
Can we talk about the day our world shook when we had a racist, tall, schizophrenic woman in the salon?
Sure.
Amy, if we can call her that, allegedly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. It was a sunny day in the salon before quarantine. Yep.
Was it this year?
2020? It was. I think it was January. Because it was like cold, or maybe it was February. Might have been February. So basically, me and Taylor are having a meeting with this woman who wants us to sell this like product line that we weren't not interested in at all. Sorry, I have the hiccups. And so all of a sudden, we're in the front room. The door swings open, and this tall, huge woman with a trench coat and a scarf wrapped around her head and her face barges in and
she goes straight
glides to the back of the salon,
like past the front desk. Doesn't say fucking
doesn't
word.
even look at us. There's like 3-4 people at the front desk. doesn't say a word to anyone.
So Miles just is like, fuck.
I'm like,
are we
what?
gonna
And
do?
Taylor's like, go check what, because she went on the salon floor like she knew she's been here before. We've never seen her before.
Yeah.
And I
Sits
look.
down in one of the salon chairs.
Yep. And just sits there, and I go, hi, do you have an appointment? She doesn't even look at me. Yeah, 3 o'clock with Lana.
Oh my god.
I'm
don't
like-
make fun.
Well, I'm trying to like slur my words because she was drunk or high or both.
She was definitely on something.
And we're like, oh, okay, just give us a second. And Lana's like, of fucking course, it's
I know,
my
poor
client.
Lana.
So then Lana takes her, and just things are weird. She has a $100 gift card. She can only have $100. She does not want to blow dry. Only has budget for blonde in her hair, not even a gloss, just $100. That's it. Okay, cool. At this point, we are doing everything we can to get her in and fucking out.
Yeah.
So she's making all these weird comments and
Like out of nowhere.
yeah,
Like
just
no one will be
talking
talking
to
about
herself.
something and then she'll just be loud about something random.
So I'm trying to remember everything verbatim as much as I can too, because there was a lot. But basically, me and Dakota were taking a picture of my client, who's actually a nurse, and the whole time was like analyzing her. And she went to the bathroom one time. We smelled her water bottle, and it like kind of had a smell of alcohol.
Wait, but was something going on with ISIS at that time? But what was going on where she was making racist remarks?
Well, I'm gonna get to it.
Okay, but I think it was a world event.
There was a world event going on for sure. So basically, she's sitting in the chair, and me and Dakota are taking pictures of it, and she's like talking to herself. She's like, "Come on, lady, just rinse the hair." And she like kept saying stuff. So I finally was like, "Can I help you? Like, what can I help you with today?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh no, nothing. I just didn't know like when my color was like gonna get rinsed." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like I'll grab Lana for you." Lana grabs her, brings her over to the sink, whatever. So we're taking pictures. Oh no, and before that, she said something, you guys. She was like, she said something basically about ISIS and people from that country. And I was like, excuse me, that's highly inappropriate. My fiance right here is from that country. Please do not say that. Oh no, I wasn't trying to say that. Like I wasn't trying to like say what you think I was trying to say.
Remember, Dakota, do you remember?
Do you remember what she said?
You don't remember what like was going on in the world to not make her say that? Huh? Was it? I don't know.
She basically made a comment about ISIS and people from there.
She said something Arab.
And she was like, she said, and I was like, that's highly inappropriate. Please do not say that. And I was very stern, and I was like, not fucking with her anymore.
Yeah.
And so she goes over, gets her hair washed, and then she comes back and she goes, so for $100, you're not gonna fucking blow dry my hair. And Lana's like, well, we talked about this in the beginning. That's not in your budget. Blow dries are $35, and if you wanted to add that, we can totally do that for you. And then she kept going on and on and on. And Lana's like, I'll actually just blow dry it for free. And then I came around the corner. I was like, excuse me. That's how much they are. We're not doing them for free. If you want to blow dry, you have to pay for it. They're $35.
Yeah.
And then she said something. And she was like...
She said something about gays.
She said something like that, and she was like, I think for $100, you should be blow drying my hair. And I was like, well, we're not going to. So if you blow... And she was like... Said something about, why don't you go blow your gay friend? Remember that? It was something like that. Oh, that's what she said. Why don't you go blow your gay friend or something like that? And then I was like... You need to get out of my salon right now.
Yeah.
And she goes, I don't want to be here anyways. Rips it off, throws the smock right into Dakota's face, and I was like, get the fuck out of my salon right now. And the girl gets...
And he runs and locks all
Literally,
the doors.
I escorted her out, wet hair and all. I didn't care. I pushed her out of the salon. I locked the door, and she's banging on, my jacket. So I take the jacket. Taylor's like, her jacket. I go, fucking take the jacket. I throw it at her. I lock the door. She Sasquatch walks across Sullivan Avenue, dodges cars, okay? 911's called immediately. I go, I'm not comfortable. She said something about blowing up the salon. Like
Something
the Arabs.
was- yeah.
And that's why I called the salon, the police, because I was like, she made comments about blowing up stuff and was making racial comments, and...
She needed to have someone with her.
Yeah, she was... Oh, because I totally missed the biggest part of the thing.
Her mom got her a gift card.
No, when she was sitting down and I was like, excuse me, what did you say? Before she told me, oh, I was just wondering what my color... She's like, oh, don't mind me. I talk to myself. I'm schizophrenic. And we're all like, well, that explains it, Jerry. Thanks for telling us, Amy. So basically, we call the police. She gets taken away in an ambulance, and then we look her up on Facebook. After making all the racial things, she says that she's practicing Arab. All of her friends on Facebook are not from this country. You can't even.
She's wearing a
turban.
headscarf. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, she was
scary.
What was her last name?
We don't want to.
Her name was Amy. I don't give a fuck.
If anyone's related to her, hopefully not.
I don't care. She was so disrespectful that if they were,
to have a para with her.
it wasn't a para. It was a police officer because she was aggressive. She was drunk. She was large. No, she wasn't fat. She was just big.
She looked like Michael Myers in Halloween. The way she walks.
Yeah. They should hire her because of how big she was and how she walked.
She could do a haunted.
You guys, her head at least scraped the top of the ceiling. Like, no joke. No, it was actually fucking crazy.
But like, her mom got her a gift card.
Acting like they've been there before. I've never seen
know, and we couldn't
any
get
of them.
in touch with the number.
We couldn't find the mom. We couldn't find, but she had a Miles Joseph Studios gift card.
No.
Whatever. People know me.
Yeah.
She had a gift card.
People that are listening in South Africa can come to us whenever they're in town.
But literally, like.
But no, what was I going to say? Yeah, but like, as a parent.
Well, this woman
also
was at least
she
60.
Could be, like, have good days, bad days. This is a really bad day, I'm guessing. Hopefully
yeah,
it was
but
one of her worst.
you're telling me the mom probably doesn't have a bulb up there because the woman was at least 50 or 60, so the mom must have at least, on a good day, been 80.
I'm going to look her up.
Amy,
I know what it is.
what's the last name? Yeah, that's
you can
she
hear that.
goes.
I'm not a good
Let's see if Eric texts us back. I probably save a little extra for the next
I
girl.
can't find her. Are you sure that's what it was?
Yeah, it is because that's what we would say. She probably deleted her thing because.
Oh, I found her. This is her?
Yep, looks like Kesha.
Oh. God.
Wait, where did you?
Wait, is that her?
Yes, it's her. Look at her long legs. Yep, yep. This is the town she's from. Look at all of her friends.
This isn't the profile that we saw before.
It is. Well, she must have made a new one. This is her new identity.
God.
That's her. Oh my god, she's so scary. She's a witch. Her toes.
I can't.
You guys, if you saw... Oh, that's her. I will all recognize those fucking lips anywhere. And those beady eyes. She should play Michael Myers. So, like, if anyone is listening and is involved in the Michael Myers movies, I found the lead for you. She's scary. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. She's fucking wild, man. She was a very scary woman. And she's making Facebook profile picture. I mean, different ones for her different moods. But that was some wild stories. We have more, but we're not going to give them all to you in one day in one sitting, are we?
No.
So basically, guys, I'm really working on getting us someone who's really, really cute and very sweet. And she listens to our podcast and she does OnlyFans and she has wild stories and wild requests that she's gotten. And we're going to have her come talk on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for that. And also...
Yes.
You motherfuckers that watch the story and don't answer our polls, questions, or comments.
Rude.
It's rude.
We've said it before and we'll say it again.
I'm just going to start tagging everyone that doesn't do it, that watches it and doesn't do it. Fuck you.
Not
bitch.
even, like, if you don't have a question for us, fine. But a poll. It's a literal, like, you have two choices to pick
Takes 2
from.
seconds.
Pick
Just
one.
do it.
It's rude.
It's rude. And it's confidential. We won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone. This was
don't
fun.
hate us after saying that either. But come on, like, support us a little bit.
No, I don't care. Like, it's rude that they're not supporting us.
Okay.
Well, this was fun.
Yes.
All right. Until next time, motherfuckers.
Bye.
Stay weird. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. If you like what you heard, tell a friend. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. See you next week, bitches.